So the Recycling Coalition of Utah has calculated that Americans throw away enough garbage every day to fill 63,000 garbage trucks. Recycling at home is easy to do, and a lot of people just take for granted how quickly and easily you can get it done. And it can really have a great impact if we do recycle on our economy and our environment. In preparation for this speech, I've done a lot of research in our local area, how much it costs us in our local area for recycling or for garbage disposal. But I've also tried to do my part of recycling at home as well here at work. We know that we have the recycling bins here for cans and bottles and cardboard as well. So there's three things we're going to talk about today. If you'll click one more time. The first thing is what throwing away recyclable goods costs to you and others. The next one is how recycling will improve the environment and the economy. And the third one is how you can do your part to recycle goods in your home. To start, we'll talk about where your unrecycled items are going and what they're costing you and the environment. So what's the cost? Americans generate 30% of the world's garbage. Americans actually only 5% of the world's population. So kind of a sobering fact there that only 5% of the population, but we generate quite a bit of garbage. 1 million pounds of garbage per person every year. So you think in a 5-person household, that's 5 million pounds of garbage coming out of your house each year. We throw away enough aluminum to rebuild the entire commercial air fleet every 3 months. We throw away enough steel to reconstruct Manhattan. Enough wood to heat 5 million homes for 200 years. It takes 1 million years for glass to break down entirely in a landfill. So, once you send a simple bottle like this, just imagine that, you might have this bottle for a day or two, while you drink it and finish it, you throw it in the trash, but then this thing's around for another million years before it completely breaks down. I looked up, just in Mecklenburg alone, since we're part of Mecklenburg County, you might live in a neighboring county, but Mecklenburg residents pay a $47 garbage fee each year. And as I was doing research, there was even talk about getting rid of the fee, but increasing your property taxes so that you still are paying that fee, but it kind of disappears. I think it said Mecklenburg has a $1.3 million debt in waste disposal right now, so that they're trying to make up for. So will recycling really improve the environment and economy? 5 plastic bottles alone creates enough fiber to fill 1 life jacket. 1 aluminum can saves enough energy to power your TV for 3 hours. I know we all love watching TV. Making paper from recycled paper reduces air pollution from paper plants by 95%. Glass can be remanufactured infinite times. So alternatively, for this thing sitting in a landfill for 1 million years, think of how many times it could be recycled in 1 million years. Food waste can be used for compost. A lot of times when we're talking about recycling, we don't think of food waste. There's a lot of things that we can just put out in a compost pile or a barrel, depending on what you want to do. There's a lot of information out there if you want to look up how to do that. But think of how much food you throw away. If you could use it just to benefit your garden, or maybe even sell to others, or a farmer, or something of that nature. Recycle Across America, an organization dedicated to expediting environmental progress, has compiled information regarding how recycling can help our environment and our economy, and that's where these statistics come from. If these statistics don't move you to try to help our environment and our economy, or even your own, money in your pocket, then here's some things that we can do to help. So what can you do? Start by reducing waste. Dallas Recycling Coordinator Cheryl Miller has given advice to pay attention to the packaging of things you buy, whether it be, think of a box of cereal, a traditional bag and a box. You've got 2 things there that you could recycle. Or if you just bought bag cereal, you wouldn't even have to worry about a box. Or if you're buying a case of water, try to pay attention to one that has less plastic wrap, so there's not as much, that you're having to recycle or alternatively throw away. Designate a location where you can place recyclable items. This might be, you might get another garbage bin, label it recycling so that you remember to recycle items. And then so that if you have people over, they know as well that you recycle, and maybe you'll have an impact on others to recycle. Determine a list of common items that you use in your day-to-day life that you could recycle, whether it be a Gatorade bottle that I drank last night, or some chocolate chip cookies that you eat over the weekend, or if you get a daily newspaper or weekly newspaper, these are all things you can recycle. Most of my newspapers get recycled for fire starting material, but it can also be used, for other projects, or just simply recycle it, put in a recycling bin. So once you've got these items and you've used them, make sure you place them in these recyclable containers. There's 28 million pounds of food wasted or processed through waste management systems in America every year. So it's a lot of food that we could cut down by putting in a compost pile. But if there's not a local pickup in your neighborhood for recycling items, there's a lot of recycling centers, mostly in each county. Even a lot of towns even have their own recycling centers. So maybe one day a week or one day every 2 weeks, depending on how often, you can just quickly stop by on your way home from work or something and drop those items off. It's free, it's painless, and you can really make an impact. So yeah, just put your food in the compost piles. Remember to, for your recycle pickup bins, put them out each week if they come by. If you need to, just put them in a drop-off center. So as you're taking your next trash bag out, just ask yourself if half the bag, or half of that trash bag, if you could recycle it or not. And if you can, I encourage you to start recycling, and I know that you'll see the benefit. So we've covered the basics of how to recycle, and the cost to recycle is less than the cost of waste management and the toll that it takes to on our environment, with our air quality and with the impact that it has on our landfills. So my question for you is, will you do your part? Will you answer the call to recycle? Thanks.
Yes. Okay,